Hello everyone. Hello. I hope you're doing okay. I am realizing I don't have any Agesium here, which kind of sucks. Need Agesium and Arcanium. I need to run back to Origin where I stored a whole bunch of that. So I made a bunch of space on my capital ship by jamming what I thought were unnecessary extra ores into Freelancer Station at Origin. And now I am realizing that I need those. I need to clear out some ores, and the easiest way to do that is to make some thrusters. I don't even know what I'm looking for now. Oh, I'm looking for Origin. I think it says 30 kilometers something. I should just leave that in my inventory. So I need to run back. It's a quick couple of minute flight. Structure failed. That's bullshit. So the reason this happens, I have learned, is when I am over there, if I'm over there at the big ship where the structure is genuinely broken, and then I come over here, that broken structure seems to come with me. So if I just main menu, which causes everything to must wipe whatever intemporary data is stored on the character. Now, if all is good, oh, hold on. That's new. Usually a main menu will do it. I wonder if I didn't stay on the main menu long enough. Because there should be nothing broken. Like I tell myself, there's nothing broken. There's nothing changed. Nothing broken. We're still at 85%. Oh, look there. Look right there. This is what we look for. This is why I do that. See how that's all wonky right there? I was playing with these trying to get them consistent. And what did I do on this side? What is that? See, this is what happens when I mess around with the frame. That is a 1x1 on the corner, and then followed by 2 2s. See how this isn't the same all the way across? This is a 2x2, a 2x2, oh, and a 1x1. Oh, see, this is the perfect thing. Look. This is what I'm always complaining about. See, there was beam switching here, which this 1x1 on the corner is giving the opportunity for it to switch. So let's take that off. What is this next? Another 1x1. So if we place this with the more I piss with this, the more I'm certain that most people's frames are, it's not a bug that makes your frame break. It's how the frame's laid out. Because when I mess around with my frame and I get things to, see, now we've made it so that we can't switch anymore. I don't like when the ship breaks, but I do like when I get the opportunity to mess around with it and learn something. So now, see, there it is. And that was I'm always bitching about frame switching, and that was the perfect example of where, hi Lingen, That was the perfect example where a 1x1 on a corner broke the frame. See, now it's nice and straightforward. There was a 1x1 on that corner that shouldn't have been there. Didn't affect our frame optimization at all, which it really shouldn't have. Hi, Jongo. Missed you yesterday. Okay. Well, we got to run over to Origin, which will be real quick. Start the countdown. Turn on this. I have enough prop, but it doesn't take hardly prop. Yeah, you were tired after work. Yeah, work does that. I got to take a peek at, you can't see it from here, which is, this is pretty funny. You can't see Dirty Human's experimental capital ship over there, but from there you can see this thing. You can see the big capital from his, but I cannot see his from here. Oh wait, is that? Oh no, that is Dirty Humans. That's that square. Never mind. I was thinking that was the Brass Beehive. The Brass Beehive is just beyond that. So that, what you see there is essentially a giant, it's a ship hangar with a block of thrusters on the bottom of it. I don't know how many thrusters are there, but it's a lot. And then I accidentally went over there for a little while today. So I got to look at Mazra's ship. So we got a quick little wait here, and then I just need to run over to Origin and grab a bunch of Agesium and Arcanium from the station that I stored a bunch of stuff at. I still have ice, I still have Carnite. I sold 2 haulers worth of moon ores late last evening at Arma, thanks to Xenon giving me a chip. And I made 20 million credits in 2 trips. So the surfacer pays for itself really, really quickly. So I also messed with my internet settings yesterday. I think it's more stable now than it had been. For some reason, Starbase is using a ton of my GPU. All of a sudden, since the patch, I use a lot more GPU than I used to use. But I think I've got it. When I have 2 accounts running now, my GPU is like pegged. So I'm probably gonna have to get a secondary PC to split the streaming and the gaming apart. Just too much stuff going off at once. I'm using like 30 gig of memory of RAM, half my CPU, and most of my GPU. Now the GPU, to be fair, is not great. It's just a 2070 Super, so I'm 2 generations behind. So if I jump to a newer generation GPU, I'd probably go AMD. All the new numbers coming out of NVIDIA have been pretty mediocre for the price points currently. So a little disappointed with the new GPUs, but I'm probably gonna have to do something soon because with everything that I'm running, it's I'm not maxing out my machine, but I am certainly pressuring it. And then I think every once in a while I'll hit a cap somewhere, whether it's the GPU cap or the memory cap. I don't think I hit memory. I have 64 gig of memory. We don't ever get anywhere, but I think I'm hitting the network cap sometimes too. When I open Chrome seems to be the culprit for the memory cap. If I get a bunch of Chrome windows open. Well, that's really loud. If I get a bunch of Chrome windows open, it can play with the network quite a bit. and then it'll just, I'll lose a connection. I don't even know if I'm losing connection, because when I look back at the logs, I'm only disconnecting for anywhere between 2 and 10 seconds. So it's like there's just a hiccup in it. And I don't know if it's just something on my end that's overloaded. But we'll see. How's everybody else doing today? Anything exciting going on? Oh, well, I was like, why did we re-render? But I think that's the halfway point of this short little trip. I traded in my 1248 crate mining shift that I was borrowing of Dirty Humans for a stripped down version that's just a hauler. I still think it's 1248 crates, but it doesn't have any of the moving parts on it. It's really a bare bones version just for hauling. Django's working on the TIE bomber. Yeah? How's it looking? I turn off the power. I did turn off the power. Doing good, doing good. Trying out some like touch screen, like you're using advanced display. I don't know how you would even touchscreen ideas for what? You can't tell me in Starbase. The 1248H3 is the new version. Clipping, but oh, that might be. You got a different paint scheme back here. Dirty. That's nice. I think I want to mount a laser designator on each one of these upper corners, maybe all the corners, just so I can see when I'm flying. Like when I was at Arma, things were a little sketchy if I was just flying around in the safe zone, but it'd be nice to be able to see where the corners were. I don't really need it for flying between the moon and anything, but like getting into the ship hangar here, if I actually want to fly into it. You want to make something like the Crusader. I don't know off the top of my head what the Crusader in Star Citizens looks like. I know what it looks like in EVE Online. That's also a ship in EVE Online. But I'm not sure in Star Citizen. I was a Cutlass Black. Actually, I was a Cutlass Red was my favorite ship, because it had a med bay in it. I think the little Pisces with the med bay would be nice too. The Cutlass Red is my favorite for doing missions in. FPS missions anyways. Just because I could heal myself. That's really all the Agesium I have? I have so much on the surface of the moon. What a shame I didn't bring it up. Arcanium, these were the two I came for. I'm not really sure it's gonna be enough. Well, it is what it is. Yeah, there's nothing really else here. There's some Cherodium. I should just take everything back that I can. It was only supposed to be here because I was going to be doing a bunch of hauling from the moon to the cap ship. I should just take it all back with me. I was just buying space. Where am I going? Exploration. That's somebody's cap ship. Let me think. Is that Cerulean or Brucer? One of their cap ships? I think that's Cerulean's cap ship. He's not been around in a little while. I've tried to keep touch with him. Good evening, Vega. How are you today? Doing pretty good? Good, good. That's good to hear. I need to... I'm trying to watch my computer resources at the same time as talk to all of you and do all this stuff. And I do not have the mental bandwidth to do that. That's knowing my limits. That's the it's one of the keys. I should just go while I'm here, pick up a whole bunch of Bastion and Vocarium from the auction house. I'm loath to do that though, knowing that I can do it. I'm not taking the Agitite and the Valkite. Just don't care about that stuff. We will take the Yamram. Do you happen to be close to Origin? I am. I'm 30 kilometers out of Origin. Why? Oh, the nav chips. Yeah. Let me run over to... Which Origin are you at? I'll head that direction. I'm not very far out, and this ship will. I'll pick up some Bastion and Vocarium, and I can build another storage thing or doodle. 3 is closest. Okay, yeah, I'm at like 30 or something, so I'm not that far. So I'll run over to 3 here as soon as my inventory updates, and then I'll drop these off and run over to 3. It's probably 40 kilometers from here. If my inventory ever finishes. I'm assuming it's still moving everything into the inventory that I dropped those 1,200 stacks off. It's so slow. Come on. I'm always nervous to go very far or to log out while my inventory is still updating. If I were smart, I would store the ship and then repair it, and that moves everything to the station inventory a lot faster. But huh. There we go. It goes quickly to the ship, not so quickly back. Alright, so we're gonna leave all of those there. So let's turn around, drop these off, and then I'll head over to Vega. And I'll pick up enough. I think it's like 400 stacks of Bastion, 440 some stacks of Bastion. I love safe zones. Mostly because I'm a horrific pilot. I've thought about extending the safe zone of this little ship to the full width and length. Not the whole thing, but the 27 28 zones. That gets 28 zones will get you the whole thing, I guess. I don't even. Yeah, Origin 30's perfect. Are we uploading? Oh, the Imbrium's still going. Yeah, I think I stole off 600 stacks of Zallium, 1,000 stacks of Cutonium, and something else. All the rest was in Hatterite, and that was like a ton. It was like 20 million credits. It was crazy. Once I figured out that where am I going? That Arma doesn't have ore towers, and you have to like. But what you can do is just get yourself to my base on the moon, on Elysium, and just when I'm not using it, you're welcome to use it. You don't even have to. Just take a hauler down with you with the Exorium and ice and what you need to fuel it. I think I killed the battery. So yeah, you're welcome to use my surfacer anytime you'd like. I think I'm going to buy a second, or I'm going to buy the blueprint. The first one was a gift from Brucer. I don't even want, I just want the ship. I wonder if I can just buy the ship. I don't need the blueprint. I'll have to. I'm looking forward to his next surfacer. From what I've seen, I'm super excited about it. Or maybe I'll buy one from Arcanus and be able to use a vertical version. Try that out, because I think a vertical version would work better in craters, and the surfacer works better outside of craters. But let me see here. Let's push O, stations, Farpoint Moon Base, View, Vega. You got. You've been unlinked from. Oh, I got it. That's it. Oh, and I'll have to give you the operator on the surfacer from the other character. It's not on this character anymore. That way it's an owned ship from the character that's actively using it. Where on Origin 30 do you want to meet? Do you want to meet at the SSC? Or one of the other places it's easy to get to? Wherever's best for you. The SSC is probably where it's easiest to find. We're all familiar with the SSC. Either that or the Marketplace Command Center place. Either one of those is fine. It has a landing pad. But wherever you are, is it? So I don't really care where. If you're in a ship, we can just meet out in space above it. But if you're running around, I'll come to you. I hear thrusters that aren't mine. Oh, there he is. He looks lost. why don't we do this? Yeah. There we go. Oh. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Look at the, I like the, is that the red band, was it Red Bandit? Red Brigand, Red Brigand. Is that the full set or just the top half? That one on the Moon Merchant, Red Brigand, yeah. Is that the full set? Top half. Yeah, you don't look red enough on the bottom. It looks good, thank you so much. I need to, oh, I need to open the auction house. I never want to buy ores, but I also don't want to. Oh, they're all. Is this it? There's. Oh, wow. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. There's only 15 stacks available. I'll not buy it. That's super crazy. 15 available. Do I have a new nav chip? I only have one nav chip for the moon base. I didn't. I was supposed to make one yesterday, and I didn't. So no, I don't have one I can give you. I will have to make a copy and get it to you, unless you want to take it and go make a copy and give it back. Do I even have it on me? PowerPoint station. High damage. Origin 30. PowerPoint station. Yeah, I don't have it on me anyways. I'll have to make you a copy and get it to you. No, I don't want anything as collateral. Come out to my cap ship and we'll and I'll get you the chip and you can make your own. And I'll get you a copy of it. My cap ship's only. Can you see it? You should be able to see it. It's 30 kilometers away. Yeah, there he can see it. Turn off turtle. Thinking he better be able to see it. So I'll give him that chip, and then now we head back. That's a shame. Nobody's no one goes mining for safe zone ores. Yeah, I still have access to a very good safe zone miner. And maybe I'll run around and, oh, it's there. Wait till we get, I could run back and we could do that, but maybe that's what we'll do instead of, working solely on the capital ship. I'll give Vega the chip to, I'll give Vega the chip to get out to the moon. And he can make a copy of her himself. And it's normally easy money as long as I have access to Starbase at all. Well, it sounds like it's time for you to move to a different part of Germany. I hear the islands are nice, though I bet the islands have terrible internet. I didn't even know Germany had islands until I started playing Starbase, but they look like an awesome place to visit. And I imagine they're cold most of the year. Like they aren't, they certainly aren't far enough south to be very warm. Yeah, I imagine most of Europe has decent internet. Oh, come on. I still can't believe they didn't have any. But then again, if damage isn't selling any, then there's none to be had. Somebody, certainly some new player that wants to make money could do pretty well there. Like I prefer Pi, maybe 100 to 200 stat. Oh, we're coming in hot. Ooh, look at that. I was trying to do the turn and burn, and I just did the turn and bang. Turn and bang. You sold a ton of Valkite? I mean, it's dirt cheap anyway, so... Right, let me put this away. Let me put this ship away and we'll get you your chip. This is why I'd like some laser designators on the corners. Would be to trash can be expensive. Well, I don't know what I suppose I do. You use it for a variety of things. That's the Yimrium crater. Nope. We're after the... So many nav chips and no way to organize them. Most of them are copies. Maybe I'll stick them. Alright, there's the one that I want. Want this one. I have to put all these ones back. Close this. Oh, let's close this. Drag this particular... There we go. You got it? How do you use 2 flight computers? Oh, 2 flight computers. You talk to damage. Of course, Vega. Just bring it back when you're done. Toggle off build mode. Land. Alright, now I'm going to run back to safe zone, and we're going to grab the safe zone destroyer, and we'll go get some Bastion. So let's fly the space bike over there, because I like flying the space bike. I'm sorry. Oh, that's funny. You are an awful pilot. Alright, let's go back to Origin 30. We'll turn cruise on, turtle off. The Mega Zoom really scoots. Oh yeah, the Mega Zoom. I do have the blueprint for that. We're going to use the Mega Zoom. Happy and I are going to use the Mega Zoom as our test. Or as our test ship for pod race testing, speeder testing on the moon surface to see just how fast we can go before rendering becomes a real issue. This bike is awesome. It really feels like you're on a bike. I wish the handlebars moved a little bit. Maybe you could work a turntable in there. Like Pegrin's flight sticks. You could have the turntable move a little bit. Could only move a tiny bit, but you know how much I love moving parts. You used a lot of maneuvering, like triangles for maneuvering or actual maneuvering thrusters? Yeah, your ship is way faster than mine. There's no question there, Vega. No, but it would just be a clever little gimmick more than anything. I don't even know how fast this goes. This is a road bike. This is not a street bike. Actual maneuvering thrusters to keep a low profile. Makes sense. Cl 150. Oh, it's closer to 155. I wonder what it does in gravity. And I wonder if you can get any faster than 160 if you can crank your FPS up high enough. I also crashed because the magazine spawns backwards from all my other ships. If you have the blueprint, can't you just spin the blueprint around before you print it? Yes, you can. Yeah, because it will always spawn the same direction. I'm assuming it's based on how it's in the SSC. Well, I can't imagine it's very expensive. Having two of those is probably not a bad idea. Alright, I'll look at him here in a second. Django. Let's find... Let's see, there's a big... Let's get us a... one of these big landing pads, because the safe zone destroyer is easier to take off of these than... Where's the screen? There's stairs here, so I'm assuming the screens are over here. Ramps, I guess, not stairs. There. Hey, A-Dub. That is operated. Iceberg. Safe Zone Destroyer Mark II. I'm doing good, A-Dub. How are you doing today? Alright, rods and propellant are okay. Let's go up first. Looks like it's gonna hit the ground. All good, thanks. A little warm. It's like freezing where I am today. It's like in the 50s. Alright, there's no preheat on this. What are these buttons here? There's a red one and a green one. Maybe that's flow in, flow out? I don't know. What I figured I would do is we'll head towards the Cinco Chagas. That way we're close. Oh yeah, I suppose. Is there a cruise? Cruise. Fuel chamber, oh that's preheat. Or max anyways, and those are the range. 86, it was 55 here today. Yes, 55 was the high today. It was 80 last week and it's supposed to be 90 next week. I just live in one of the craziest weather places. Oh, I gotcha. It is a little. It was so nice. Like even yesterday was in the 70s. Was very nice. I have my garden in already, so I would love some nice warm days. These cold days can make the plants pretty hardy for the summer, but I would like some nice hot days to get everything germinating well. No, I'm not using this as a hauler. I have a hauler. We're just moving over towards the capital ship before I go into the chill point. Are you taking over Ghost's job of making point references? Yeah, I'm not hauling with this. We're just gonna enter the belt over there because that's where I'm gonna end up putting it all. Yeah, if I remember right, my only, not even complaints, no point. He has it covered. You are all sorts of funny. My biggest complaint was the auto mine required me to be very close, and there's no like turtle mode for me to creep up on an asteroid. So there's not a standard approach script, which that would have been nice to be able to point at an asteroid that was, you know, 100 meters away and do a normal approach and then the auto mine take over. But they're just all little suggestions. The ship works wonderfully. I don't remember what aim is. I don't know. I wonder if it's I don't think it needs I don't think it needs a bunch more luxury. This is actually, it's okay. It's nothing, I don't need the luxury part. Just the YOLO would probably do it. Yeah, you wouldn't have to cut crates, and it's not even automation. Like, sure, if this was an awesome auto miner, I would just use it constantly. But I just want it to do a few things, like approach. That's why I can only... The only reason you need more backwards thrust is because there's not an auto approach, and it can approach very quickly. Let me see. Starbase General. Media. Let's bring up some of these pictures. Give me a second, I'm opening all your pictures and then we'll look at them. Alright, we got 12 kilometers, so... Browser. This one. Why are you showing that? Window. Okay. Alright, so let's see. I am trying to not crash at the same time. So there's the back, mostly box thrusters. Oh, I see your maneuvering thrusters. Lots of heat sinks. Starting to look good though. No complaints there, Django. Looks good. Well, yeah, but there's no adjusting the speed. If that were the case, I would happily start doing that, but there's no way for me to set a turtle. And leaving it up to me means ramming things. I'm not good at feathering the speed, especially when I can't see how fast I'm going easily. 4 laser cannons, 4 auto cannons. Oh, you're gonna... Oh, I see the speedometer, but it's always off the screen for me for whatever reason. I spend too much time looking around. I need Bastion is the big one, and Bastion is and Vocarium. So Bastion is going to be in Valkite. And Vocarium is going to be in Ice. Where's all the big asteroids? Oh, let's try that one over there. Let's turn on mining mode. there's yeah, this was the other. That doesn't, can't steer with that. Yeah, see, like these distances, I just want to... It's very sensitive in the... and it moves by itself. Like, it twitches up and down by itself sometimes. I don't know what that is all about, but I am not hitting anything up and down. It just does this by itself. See that up down motion? That's not me. Auto mine is not on. Auto mine is off, but it does that by itself sometimes. So there's aim and turtle. There is no turtle. That's the problem. There's no turtle. You've got cruise and flying and mining. There is no turtle. No, that's what I mean. There's no buttons for slow. There's no way for me to slow it down. That was one of the things I was complaining about. There's no way to slow it. There's cruise, auto mine, aim, flying, collector, and mining. Unless you've got buttons. Ship aim is for both. So it slows it down. Yeah, it still aims itself sometimes. Yeah, it well, yeah, like there should be nothing assumed when you've got buttons. And whatever you say, this thing does aim itself sometimes. See, like that twitch upwards was... I have no idea. See, now we're going the other way. Now we have to wait, I guess. I don't know. I've struggled with this particular process. It's sort of automated. See, like we're just sitting here now. The auto mine is on. I guess it's moving at 0.2 of a meter a second. I think that's what that says. 0.2 meters a second. Yeah, I've slammed all sorts of asteroids around the inside of this thing. It's not that big. And if you go too fast, you leave a bunch behind. The lag is absurd too. I almost want to break it up. Leave the collectors off, but I can't. See, now the auto mine doesn't go backwards, it just keeps going forward. So like you have to turn the auto mine off and then come backwards through it at your own pace. So like I just back out over it and it catches most of it and then I move on. See? That's pretty darn good. Can't really complain too much except all I see around here is ice. Come on, find me some Valkite. Need a red rock. Guessing that one maybe? Somebody's gotten all the big T10s from around here. That's just a little guy. Come on, give us some big T10s. Need some big Malachite asteroids. Yeah, I think if you're going to turn on the auto mine, it should pass through it once and back out once, a set distance, and then it should just turn the auto mine off. Like, is that? I turned it off already. Okay. Oh, there's somebody's station. Looks like they started a station anyways. That's pretty much as far as a lot of people got. Ugh. The fact that it pitches by itself is frustrating. So somewhere in your YOLO there is a pitch command, even when it's not. This rangefinder is also awful far away to tell. Like, I can barely read it. I think it's in the 80s. See, that pitching has to stop. You need a load of rangefinders and just have this search for asteroids all by itself. That way it could eat all the little asteroids too. Well, something is pitching it. Yeah, it's crazy. I get down to like single digits in FPS. Let's see what the GPU. My graphics card isn't the issue because it actually is using less GPU than it was earlier. I have no idea. Okay, there's another big one. How far are we? Still 100 meters. There we got lots more decent-sized Bastion. asteroids here. Come on. I'll turn on the auto mine. That was all the auto mine. I wasn't doing any of that. I turned on auto mine. We were doing 2/10 of a second. Or 2/10 of a meter per second. Yeah, that anti-drift is super nice. But you'll definitely have to cut crates to use that. If you're right at the voxel limit anyways. I did use it a little bit on when I wasn't streaming, but it definitely lags. But I don't know if I was running other things. I'm always running 1,000 things on my computer. All at the same time. So yeah, I think I'm gonna have to bite the bullet and get a second PC. I don't want to do it. But if I do, that will eliminate all of the Chrome windows, the OBS or the Twitch Studio software, all the Discords and the audio stuff. And I'll just have, and I could probably still run a single copy of the game over there. But oh, we're going way too fast. That's Cherodium, I don't want that anyways. That's junk. Cherodium is junk anymore. Comparison. It's amazing how your perception changes over time. First time I played this game, Cherodium is... Cherodium was where I made all my money. It was also worth a lot more back then. Yeah, all of these displays being down at the bottom are problematic for me, but that's not going to be the same for everybody. You could put them on a slider where I could adjust them up and down. That would be great, wouldn't it? You found running it on your Linux PC. Runs way faster. Like, it's not the FPS for the Mopart that gets me. Collectors do slow me down, but I think it's just when I look at all of the stuff that's going on, I'm just kind of. I only have a 2070, so this is like, I think it's only an 8 gig. It's an 8 gig graphics card from 2 generations ago, which it was a good card, but it doesn't have the chutzpah that I need to run multiple copies of Starbase. Or Starbase and all the other stuff. I already have 64 gig of RAM. It's definitely not the RAM, but it could be the VRAM. Yeah, I definitely am not running out of RAM. Of all the things, that's not it. I'm only using 25% of my RAM, 30% sometimes. I use about half of my CPU, 30% of my RAM, but it's the GPU is the bottleneck. Most of the time. Sometimes the CPU I can peg, and if I get if I get 3 copies of Starbase running, then I'm right there at. There's no more headroom. Hey, Ghost! Look at that. Yeah, I'm just gonna get a second PC. And the PC case that I currently have is a Thermaltake micro ATX case that's designed to be stacked. I thought you were running 4 Titans or whatever they were. Damage. But my CPU is not great either. It's only an AMD Ryzen 7 3700X. So you saw the 2 ships, same model but different eras? What you talking about, Ghost? What 2 ships? Oh, I got you. If you could still sell your Titans. Oh, I did see the 2 ships. Yep. I like his Occam's ships are pretty awesome. That one he showed this morning with the really fancy plating on the front of it's probably my favorite. I really dig the way that plating makes it look. If you guys haven't seen Occam's, I'm sorry, it's not Occam anymore, it's Nikosi. If you haven't seen Nikosi's ships or been to his Discord yet, he's selling some amazing ships over there. Do you actually have to be inside the belt to craft alloy? I think you have to be outside of the gravity well. I don't think you have to be inside the belt itself, but I don't know. I know that when my capital ship is inside the gravity well, I can't use it will not let me. So I have some chips that are like at 105 kilometers from Elysium. And if I'm inside the safe zone there, even though I'm outside the gravity well, it will not let me. So there might be a distance. I don't know what it is, but there is certainly a transition point. but I haven't done any experimenting to figure out where that is. My other chip just takes me way into the belt, so I haven't thought much about it. I just go to Xenon Station. A 100 kilometers is the gravity distance, yes. But what I was saying is, if at 105 kilometers, I cannot use the belt furnace. We're gonna get rid of all this Valkite, cause I don't need it. Delete how many copies? 500 copies. I don't need it. How many are we going? That's the problem, is like it's so slow to approach. And like I have 40 meters to cover. This is where a normal approach script. There's always that. What do you make, an allium, A-dub, or baltium? I guess it would be allium. The other ones you can make. You can make it EOS. Allium. Yeah, I've spent a lot of time doing that. We've only got 200. We don't even have enough copies of Bastion yet. I want to get at least another few hundred stacks. Ghost, the auction house at Origin, is completely out of Bastion. There was 15 individual stacks left. You could make a killing. I would have bought all of it had it been on there. I mean, if you need some, I can give you some. If you're at Origin, when I go back, I think I had some on my cap ship that's not far from Origin. If you want to come get it, you're welcome to it. I don't know how much you need. I think last time I made allium, I made 1,000 stacks. Someone bought the 9. Either that or whoever had it took it off the market. Oh, or the 2-week timeout, you're right. And at this point you can start gouging the market, because damage isn't here to undercut you. I didn't think 3,500 was a ridiculous price. What do you get? It's what, 800 or 900 credits to sell it at the ore tower. Not that you never do the same price, but you usually keep people. Anorak has better prices. Can you buy ore directly from Anorak? I've never done that. I always promote his corporation since he's like the... I would say he's the most active new player corp. He really does a good job of hand-holding new players, getting them what they need. You are correct. Your corporation is active. You and Nikosi didn't. He recently put out an advertisement that they were recruiting. The considerate middleman. Yeah, do I want to join? No, I'm also in an active corp. But it's just me. Turn that off. I'm the most active member in my corporation. One guy. Yeah, but 3 characters. I'm not a very good corp member. I just kind of do my own thing. I don't like to be responsible for other people, and I also don't like other people's crap. I'm not good at babysitting. You're welcome to join my corp, but just expect kind of minimal interaction. I mean, we'll interact, but I don't expect anything from anybody. There's just such easier ways to make money with surface mining damage. Playing the auction house for pennies just isn't, it's too much work. When I can just go to Arma and sell it and make a fortune. You honestly get babysit by Hokum? Yeah, he tells you what to do. I'm just not good at it. I just expect everybody to be like me and do their own thing. I'm not your mom. And it's a video game, and not everybody plays video games the same way. Some people genuinely enjoy being the bad guy. Are we moving? I can never tell if I'm moving. I'd mine a Titan by hand, if that was a thing. I'd give it a go. I like absurdly large projects. Yeah, it is 0.15 meters a second. This is what auto mine gets us, is 0.1 meters a second. By hand, not pickaxe. Gotta punch it. I'm a very visual player. I don't need necessarily tons of automation. Granted, I like it, but I don't necessarily need it. But I do need a visual indication of what's happening when there is some sort of automation going on. So like there should be a little progress bar that says approaching, or a little light that says searching, or whatever. But there needs to be some sort of indication is that the YOLO is working as it's intended. You made licks on the laser lights on the lasers? I was moving. I am moving at 0.1 meters a second. That's what AutoMine does, is 0.1 meters a second. Oh. That looks like Cherodium. I don't care about Cherodium. Let's throw away all these Valkites. Let's grab some ice. Do I have that? I don't think I... Oh, I do have a little bit of Agitite in here somewhere. I should, because I did pick up a little... Maybe not. I swear I got a little bit of Cherodium somewhere. Because I was complaining it was the wrong kind of asteroid. I don't remember throwing it away. There it is. Yeah, the stream that I'm watching here, which is another reason why I have lag, is I actually have a part of my own stream watching, so I can make sure that it's going. Oh, now I'm going too fast. Now too slow. As I'm projecting via wirelessly to a big TV, so I can see that my stream, what the stream is actually showing, as opposed to what my studio thinks that the stream is showing. Ugh. Pulse the forward and watch the. I'm not watching the. I hate the U tool. I don't use it unless I'm trying to change the value of something. It's just. It is a cumbersome tool to use. It's kind of like the SSC. It just steals the joy out of the game. To have to U tool everything, even though there's a display. Let's check this one out. I do not play in 4K. I only play in 1080p. No possible way. I hate the SSC. You can take the SSC and stick it in some unmentionable places. And Sir Swedish has some fantastic words for what the SSC is. I hate that place. I spent a few hours in the SSC the other day. My soul still hurts from being in there, and I never want to go in there again. I don't know how you guys do it. I'm sure I can look down a little bit, but I feel like I'm staring at the ground. Now I want to stare up here at the center of the screen. The Shit Show Council? Yeah, I am the president of that council. Not only the president, I'm also a member. The ship works great. Ship works great. It's just you play differently than I do. I don't want to fiddle with the ship. I just want to fly it. Yep. Yeah, if you want to sell it to a broader audience, then absolutely you should fiddle with it. But it is definitely set up for how you play. We turn auto mine off. There's a big ice asteroid, we'll grab that. Then we'll head back. Just ignore those crumbs. This will be enough. I will return this ship to the we'll go to my capital ship and drop this junk off. It's always nice to get ice. I'm always seeming to run out of ice. There we go. I'm becoming more and more enamored with laser designators as opposed to rangefinders for aiming purposes. Because the rangefinder out there, it's hard to see if you're aiming. How expensive and how many crates? I don't know on expenses and I don't know on how many crates, but it's damages, so he can probably tell you. We're 50 meters away. It works really well. I will not complain at all. Well, I shouldn't say that. I've been bitching about it for an hour now. But they're not really complaints. They're just suggestions for my preferences. I guess cargo lock beams would work just as well for Pathfinders. I lose my patience with the auto mine thing and I end up coming in too hot. We're still like 20 meters away. There we go, 19, 18. Oh, it's so slow. I just don't. $1,344 crates. That's a good amount. You said that's 4 T10s if you're also saving the shell ore. Alright, maybe one more. I don't want to go back like half full. Especially when I can use the ice to make. I'll fill it up. We will repair the ship so that it's got it's ready for the next use. I don't know. Works pretty quickly. Oh, that looks... is that Vocarium or Nergite? That looks like Nergite. More green than blue. Yeah, it's fairly effective. Not gonna lie, it's a fairly effective vessel. Let's turn off the auto mine. I went into that too fast. That is not the ship's fault, which was left behind. I was impatient and didn't let the crawling pace of the auto miner, which it's set up for. So I went too fast through it. That's my doing. I would think that the auto mine should have a forward and a reverse feature. So like you didn't even have to do it automatically. I would just push auto mine and forward and it would go through that at the correct pace. And then when I wanted to go the other way, I would just push the reverse and it would use the same pace, or you could probably even do like twice the pace backwards because there won't be nearly as much material to get through. So like I would push auto mine and it would automatically turn on forward, assuming forward, and then I'd push the reverse button when I felt that it had been all the way through. Where is my capital ship? I get all twisted around. 29, 28, 30, down there. Okay. We'll keep going around this way. I'm too impatient for when I stop 20 or 30 meters away from it, the initial, it's too slow, so I end up speeding up, and then I go too fast through it. So we change to flying mode, and that turns the collectors. We turn this off, we can turn aim off, cruise on. I also don't I don't like when there's crumbs or chunks of asteroids that are banging around in here either. I always back away from an asteroid. It's just my own preference. I mean, we're in the safe zone, so it's not like it can hurt anything, but that banging noise gets on my last nerve pretty quickly. Uh-oh, Xenon's playing the wrong game. I don't know, you guys probably can't see that, but he's cheating on Starbase, I can see it. Yeah, but I've had some chunks get stuck back here and it's just bang-a-lang-a-lang-a-lang. He's it's not good. It's not good, Xenon. You'll be giving up on Starbase before long. You're not allowed to branch out. 9 straight hours. I can't do anything for 9 straight hours. Like, I got an extra like 2 hours this morning before the stream started that I was able to do some more housekeeping on Starbase. That makes 5 hours today. That's way more than I normally can get in any big chunks of time. And I have, you'd be shocked to hear, but I have soccer practice tonight I have to go to for a couple hours. So I will not be playing extra long today. You need to practice PvP. If you're around later this evening, we can jump on the PTU because you're up fairly late in US time zone, and I can often squeeze in some time late US time. If you're around or if you're working, I don't know. Yeah, if you just want to do a few rounds on, and we'll just do it so you're shooting at me and I'm just a target for you to practice at if that's what you want. These are the times I really wish I could get third-person view. That is something I would greatly like in this game, is third-person view while in a ship. This is also when I think I would love to have lasers on the corners, so I could turn them on and see about... I know that I can store the ship before it hits anything, but I want to actually fly it without... I want to fly it in there and then put it away. Why don't I see the... That's not good. Where's the force field? Oh no, it must be there. I thought that the hangar must have disconnected somehow, but it wasn't. So yeah, Xenon. Let me think. I have practice. You're in Chicago time, so you're an hour behind me. So let's say 9 o'clock. Yeah, 9 o'clock your time. Will that work? And we'll jump on the PTU at Rober. And we'll at least do a little while. A little while. That way you can get somebody to shoot at anyways. We'll spawn it. And then we'll repair it. So, this one here, 33 days ago. We just need Exorium and Ice. And that'll move everything to Bastion, Ice. Oh, there they went. 600 stacks, so we have enough to build another one. Alright, and then we'll aim this back at... Oh, I guess... I don't want to tow it. Ships... Safe zone, these are all... I still have a lot of Albranium ships in here. So there is that bad boy. I didn't show it to you before. This is what we're flying. The checkerboard of death. Alright. It's a brick. She's a brick and I'm drowning slowly. That's a song for all you youngins. Right? It does really good. If he could get this automated, I would use this all the time. If you can automate this, I would constantly be using this. Alright, so we're gonna turn cruise on. Oh, that was cruise on. So we got 30 kilometers. Well, this is going this direction. I'm gonna run the restroom real quick, so you guys talk amongst yourselves. I'll be right back. Alright. Sorry about that. I can automate this in 1 second, but the other changes need a couple hours of testing. I will gladly do a few hours of testing, because I need an endless amount of Bastion, Volcarium, Ice. You could automate this to find asteroids and move between them? That's the big thing, is you'd have to stick a whole bunch of rangefinders on here. Being that it's a cube, you could put a ton of rangefinders on it. Figure out which rangefinder's hitting something. Use the gyro to rotate the ship in that direction. I mean, I can see it being possible. And then if it had a nav system, you could have it, when it was full, go back to your capital ship. Oh yeah. You can drones to search. Yeah. It's all good for me. Whatever it takes is Ison only works in origin area though. Only way to get autopilot would be with some intense gyromech. No, for me, I only want to automate it within the safe zone. It's because the ores that I tend to be out of are the basic ones. I tend to always be out of Basham, Volcarium, and Ice. So so that's where I would automate it. I wouldn't automate it out where damage or, you know, where damaging the ship was possible or any of that. I would just stick it in the belt. Somewhere way out of the way, but well within the safe zone. So, and then put your capital ship or a station and have it fill itself up and then come back. I think that would work. The only trick would be to have it empty itself, which it can't. It just cannot do. But for me, it's just to be able to do it when I can't actually pay attention to the screen. There's lots of times where I can be nearby, but I can't pay attention. Just better to make a bot that runs. Bots tend to be illegal, though. They tend to be against EULAs and terms of service. If it's within the game, it's a different story. Yeah, you're pretty much screwed until your internet's fixed. Damage. You test and then you ask if it's allowed. Well, if it's just YOLO and all within the standard use of parts, I don't see why they would even. I wouldn't even ask if it was just YOLO. If it's a bot or a third-party program or some sort of screen scraping or something along those lines, then maybe, but I wouldn't even ask if it was just YOLO. Unless it was taking, you know, abusing some sort of a known bug within YOLO, which I don't think you would. I don't think you would need it. Plus, it would take you forever to fill a ship this big. Oh, Python. Yeah, that's a third-party program. Most games don't like that. I should probably turn the cruise off if I ever want to stop, huh? Yeah, I think third-party NPCs are probably going to be frowned upon. This one is the one I want. I don't think you'll ever really see NPCs. Automated chat answering and screenshot systems so others can order parts in my shop. I got a bit excessive on the program. Huh. Ooh. Yeah, most games don't appreciate screen scraping or those sorts of things. I don't think I've ever looked at this edge before to see those little things. What are those supposed to be? What is this supposed to be? Alpha bus service. I don't think I've ever recognized that before. Does it work? Is there something there that you can use a bus service? That's something I've certainly overlooked if it is. Not anymore. The buses don't exist. Okay, so I'm not crazy. It only existed for the first day of closed alpha. They broke instantly. That's pretty funny. I'm gonna have to write that down. What was it called? Alpha bus service. I'm creating a list of questions to ask Lori. That's an interesting one. I've never heard of it. I'll have to Google it and see if I can find anything. See if there's any videos of it or... Someday I'll get a interview with that guy. Sure I wasn't going slow for no reason. Pyramid of Xenon just floating around out there. Oh, I already talked to Lori. At least on Discord. He and I chit-chat regularly, but I'm trying to set up an interview where I get to talk to him. Yeah, they both... I can only ever get one-word answers out of Kai, or at least one-sentence answers out of Kai. Not that he dodges them, he just answers them, and there's just no conversation there. Lori I can get a conversation out of. But at some point I'd like to sit down with Lori and actually hold a conversation, though, not just DMing back and forth. I think I can pull it off. Not that he'll let me record it or anything, but that would be stupid of him. More to sate my own curiosity than anything. I almost bought Trine. Any of you guys ever played Trine? I almost bought it, and then I realized that I absolutely hate puzzles. Outside of a traditional puzzle, you know, with puzzle pieces. I do not like puzzles. So I didn't buy it, because it's a puzzle game, and I don't like puzzles. Mind puzzles, that is. Brain's just different. I don't, they tend to not make sense to me. Spatial relations is a weird thing for me. I don't do pattern recognition well, and it's not an intellectual thing. Like, I was an excellent student. Like, I have 2 college degrees and I was an air traffic controller professionally. Like, I'm not dumb. But if you give me a spatial relations test, I will fail it every time. I don't recognize patterns like everybody else does. A lot of those games require pattern recognition. I can recognize patterns. I can't recognize those weird test patterns, like where they show a triangle with a dot and a square with some lines and a circle that some other unrelated bullshit that you're supposed to somehow figure out what comes next. I don't know. For the life of me, I cannot figure those out. And a lot of those puzzles require that stuff. And also, they often have a music component to them, where you have to follow notes, and I am tone deaf. Yeah, the IQ test crap. They'll put a triangle with lines one way and a triangle with the lines next way, and then they'll give you 4 answers that don't have any effing triangles in them at all. Yeah, for whatever reason, I even knowing the answer, I can't see the pattern. Patterns that make sense, mathematical patterns, letter patterns, those are all fine. But a lot of those puzzle games will work that stuff in, and they often, like I said, have a musical where you have to repeat a musical pattern. Yeah. Well, I have a fantastic memory. I can remember all sorts of crazy stuff. Times, dates, names, people's professions, where they live, what they purchased. All of that usable stuff. But I'm 100% tone deaf. I have an utterly fantastic memory. But I don't do puzzles. We're all good, we're all good. Start countdown. Alright, now we'll head back to the Vasa Shepet, and we'll see if we can work on that a little bit. I was in sales for a long time too. Your memory is, you can make or break sales whether you have a good memory. You can sell if you can remember specific things about people after a decent amount of time. If you remember their kids' names or their dogs' names or what their hobby is or whatever they bought from you last time, you can almost guaranteed to sell them stuff again. Comes in super handy if you're in sales. Also comes in any sort of leadership role, management role. I did more leadership than management, but now we wait. The ship needs I might end up rebuilding this ship again too, solely to get twice as many generators in it, maybe 3 times as many. It doesn't need to go very fast, but it does need to start quicker. I thought 4 minutes would be fine. It seems like forever when you're waiting, Art. It all depends on the relationship that you set up during your first interview. During your first meeting as a salesperson is probably the most important. If we talked about your cat the first time, then you would find it endearing. But if I just knew what your cat's name was, it'd be creepy. Comes in handy. Because if you, as your internet provider, if you called me and told me that you needed a new piece of hardware because your cat ate it, and then 6 months later you call me and I ask if your cat had eaten the router again, it's different. I don't really ever want to go back into sales again though. It's a tough life there. Less than a minute. Alright, we'll set you to 0. My habit has now been to turn off the generators before I start the journey so that I don't just waste Exorium. Alright, so we turn those off, we push start. It's a whopping 2-minute flight. I wish you could see capital ships moving through space, like from the outside. Like we can see them arriving and we can see the little red plume, but you really can't see them moving through space. You can't even see their transponders. Even seeing their transponders moving through would be neat. I've always found it strange that the halfway point, at the exact halfway point, these transponders will go away, and the transponders for the destination will show up. So at the halfway point is where these transponders. Now, yes, these are all at 500 kilometers, but it does the same thing if I go to EOS. At the halfway point, you'll start seeing the transponders of stuff that's nearby. It must look at it as maybe 2 separate journeys up to the halfway point, and then there's some sort of a recalculation from the destination. I don't know. These are all questions I wish I knew. And we're here. Sort of. We need to re-render. There we go. Alright, let's grab... we can take the new hauler. This is the new dirty hauler. It is based off of his 1248 crate miner, except he stripped all the mining stuff off of it, so it's just a hauler. It's kind of bare bones, it's perfect. And we are going to put... this whole thing started out with me going to get Egesium. I don't have very much of that for some strange reason, and Arcanium. We'll take 200 with us, we'll leave some here on the ship. We'll see how far that gets us. Because the whole point was I was going to build a bunch of thrusters with all this Lucium. And that's your next project, Lingen, right there. I haven't been over there in ages. Oh, it's just one more thing. Just one more thing. Let's find... There's the Vasa. There she is. We're on the wrong side, and it's upside down. This is right side up. And we'll go around the other side. I haven't had a good look at it from a distance since I've done a bunch of plating. Not sure you guys will even notice the plating, but I sure will. Let's try not to crash into any of these asteroids. If you could get the safe zone destroyer to be safe, I would leave it running out here to get rid of all these asteroids too. Now we're getting somewhere. I don't know if you guys can tell the difference, but I've added plating in this area. This top part's done. There's some plating here. I got an entire second hangar bay. It's completed. So my current project is this front saddlebag. I don't have a better term for it. Lateral. I don't even want to call that the lateral. I don't have room for it. Fuselage. Alright, let's see if we can sneak in here. Ideally... Oh, this doesn't have a crafting table on it. This is the wrong ship for this. Damn it. I need the Badger. Because this doesn't have... Oh, yes it does. This has... The other one did. Does this one have them? No crafting tables. Recon machine. No crafting tables. Let's see if we can build one. We'll just fix that project. We need a basic crafting bench, which we'll put in here. Oh, I missed your comment, Lingen. What is your next project? The station. We gotta have you decorate the station. I put so much effort into it, and then I got distracted by something else. Let's see, can we put you on a wall somewhere? I know you were in here before. I doubt he moved beams around. So where were you in here before? What if you were... Yeah, what if you were that way? I don't even remember how to rotate things in space anymore. I haven't worked on a ship in so long. It's all been oh, it's in build mode, that's why. We're inside the build zone. That's a problem. We need outside the build zone, but inside the safe zone. Yeah, there. There's a very small window where you can be. Why are you creeping back in? Don't do that. Oh, we creeped back in. Damn it. Okay, that looks like we're outside. There we go. That'll snap there, but can we actually bolt it there? Oh man, where did he have these in here before? I know he had them in here. That looks like it can be bolted, which means it's likely can be in any one of these. Can you bolt there? No? How about this side? Oh, he's got lights in here now. Nope. How do I pick that back up? Oh, you went there. Damn it. Well, maybe we can build them on the outside. I was just hoping I could use this ship in here because it's such a great size. Maybe I'm just hoping we can sneak them in here somewhere. Certainly there's plenty of room here somewhere. Put a crafting table or 3. There we go. Inventory. We need what? The bolt gun. Hopefully this will work. H. Now we need an advanced crafting table. This one. And we'll stick it on this side, and that should be enough. I don't really need the tool one. And this should keep everything fairly balanced. Not that they're that heavy and screw stuff up, but come on. There we go. Alright. Oh, I put one on this side. Whatever. Let's see if we can get enough. Let's see if that works. Oh. H. Get that back out of our inventory. H. Let's see if we can build anything. Nope. Inventory first. We want to move these to the station. Alright. Now we close that. H. Now let's see if we can build any thrusters. This whole process was to build some thruster modules, not a 1. Oh, it hasn't moved the Arcanium yet. It still says there's only 6. Arcanium's going to be the kicker, isn't it? Now, luckily, it can come from the surface of the moon. And I might have some already in a storage sphere here. I don't know. I have a few storage spheres. Oh, I've made class 3 now. That's good. So we're getting a little more done. I don't know if you can... I worked with some different techniques over here using recessed plating to give a different look. And there's a little bit of paint, but... And then you guys have seen these. Oh, it's so slow. It's so big. But we're making progress. This is the main hangar bay, and there is additional shuttle bays on the sides. There'll be 6 shuttle bays on the sides, and this one will. This is a full-size zone, and you'll descend. This will be completely enclosed, and you'll descend out of the bottom of the ship. But we got storage spheres, a storage sphere, and I have no idea what's in it. It's nice having the. Oh, it doesn't look like anything useful. Zalium, Cherodium, Imrium, Nucleum. No Arcanium. I should move stuff into there though. Hold on. Let's see what we have for excess ores. Kerasium. We can certainly don't need 197 Kerasium. That's crazy. So if we just move 20 of those back out, that's fine. We'll drag 100 Lucium in there to leave some still. Oh, I'm gonna need Lucium though. So let's not do that. I should have not done that. 198. So there's not a ton that we can move. Yeah, there's not a ton out here, so... But I was thinking there might be Arcanium in there. Yeah, I was wrong. Let's put this away. You have to like... jam. The hitbox is very small, so you have to like jam yourself against the side of it. Alright, let's see, what can we build? It says we can only build 1. Why? Vocarium. Mother of pearl. I just picked up a whole bunch of Vocarium. And it's going to be Bastion too, isn't it? Kerasium, which I just of course put away. Baltium, I do have Baltium. I have Allium, Magnesium, Cherodium. I don't know. It's like everything. Those take everything. So I need Bastion, Vocarium, Cherodium. The Lucium and the Imbrium are the least of my worries. That's alright, we'll just go snag some more. I guess that's all part of the process. Oop, don't go that way. Now we can start making that turn. I think I would have slammed into that thing, yeah. Let's see, Cinco Chagas is over this way. Not very far. It looks so little. I suppose it is. Needs a bigger safe zone. I dislike the tiny safe zone. Like, it's just so little you can drift out of it. Inventory, hold on. Go away. So this... Oh yeah, I forgot I made this list. This was gonna be all the ores. Let's turn the edit back off. That would be easier to see. Yeah, I've got everything, I think. Inventory. There's aldium, baltium over there. Oh, something's... Oh, I'm not connected. Like, why did it say delete? Transfer 100 arcanium. Bastion. We'll take 500 Bastion over. We'll need a little bit of this more. Crazy. Bocarium is what we're currently short on, so we'll take 500 there. I think everything else we should have been okay on. Let's see what all it takes. Agitite. Agesium. It takes a bunch of Agesium. Terodium, Arcanium, Vocarium, Yurrum, Crasium. Alright, let's take a bit Terodium over. There is some over there. We'll see how many this gets us. That's the station. There's the Vasa. Ooh, let's not hit that asteroid. There's an entire build zone at the front here, so there is some space up here, but I have to position this a bit more precisely than just inside the safe zone. It's got to be inside the safe zone, but it's upside down, but outside of the build zones if you want to be able to use the tables that are on it from anywhere. So, nope, I still put it, I'm still going on the wrong side. I'm terrible. Terrible at this. The ship is very drifty. Needs a anti-drift on it. Could steal the anti-drift off the Badger, it would be nice. Alright, hit the brakes. Alright, hopefully we're... Don't go too far down. Stop drifting. Generator auto? Why are we at 15%? There we go. Hopefully I've not just been eating fuel rods sitting there at 15%. Alright, let's see. H. Still can make... Oh, they're still in the ship. Inventory. Like, I swear I moved a shit ton of that. Now we wait. Well, now it says we have one. We just have to wait for the Bocarium to show up. What are we loading currently? Bastion. Maybe I can do it this. So this was supposed to be the zones. So like this is zone 1. This Agitite has Terodium. Ice has these two. Zone 2 Nope, I don't want to do that. I was hoping to take that button, but I cannot. I think I can move these around. I can get... You can't get Arcanium in Zone 2, can you? You can get this one. And... You cannot get Cherodium. You cannot get Chrasium. You can get Exorium. What's next? There's no ice in Zone 2. There's no Carnite, or Quotonium, or Lucum. You can get Gargite. There's Sertrites. You can get this stuff. I missed a Gesium at the top. Now that I've thought about it. You can get Volcarium. You cannot get that. Let's go back to the top. I can get this. What's climbing? Alright, now Volcarium's coming up. Turn the edit off. We're already at 4. What's going to be the catcher after those 4? Because there's something. I can't even craft them until... It's probably going to be... Agitite at that point? Or not, the Agesium? That just means later tonight I am going to have to fly back to Elysium, because I think I have hundreds of stacks of Agesium. And I will get more as a surface mine there. Right? Yeah, see, it's still at 4, which means I'm guessing it's the Agesium that's the... It might not be easy to see. Let's see if I do edit. The whole point was this is easier to see. The Volcarium is climbing. My plan was to do this whole list, zone 1, zone 2, 3, 4, 5, and then do like the Elysium zones and then the moons, so I could have kind of a knowledge of where everything is, kind of a map. Alright, so it's building those for... Oh, Allium is the catcher. Oh, that's not good. I just made hundreds of stacks of Allium. How many? Oh. What, is it 1768 like everything else? What is... I don't need ammo and I don't need parts. What are the alloys? Under... It should be there. So it is still 1728 per stack. So a single thruster takes 31,182. 31,182 divided by 1728 is 18 stacks of allium. Oh, whew, whew. Whew. That's rough. Alright, let's run over to... That'll be the only 4 of those I do. Because I definitely was not planning on the allium being the bottleneck at this point. I have some more over here, but I don't know how much. A few, 451. I think we'll be okay. Where is it? There we go. I only need like a few stacks over here, just in case I have to repair something. So, whew, that's good to know. I'm thinking I just made like 1,000 stacks of that stuff. How could I be out already? I wasn't. I wasn't out. Oh, inventory. Move those to the station storage. I think there was some of that in the storage sphere too. I can only make one. What's, oh, two? Oh, it's still moving it, so maybe. The idea was to use up some of this lucium and ymmerium that's just clogging up, because I have an entire storage sphere of lucium and ymmerium over there, and I think I just moved 1,000 stacks over to here, plus there's at least several hundred, maybe 1,000 stacks over at the other cap ship. It's absurd. Let's see it load. It says 250 now, and we can make 2. Which means the bottleneck is somewhere else again. I'm assuming this thing is going to need 100 thrusters. That was my guess, 100 thrusters. Once we plate the whole thing. There's certainly space for 100 thrusters. I mean, there's space for 100 thrusters just where I had designated thrusters. Let's see, we can only build one. Agesium, there's the bottleneck we expected. Jeez Louise. Oh, now I'm too far into the zone. Alright, we'll start. We'll do a little building here today before I have to go. Let's, am I on the wrong side again? I am. I need to be over there. Or I have to slow jetpack over there. And that's just silly to do. Trick is to be in this little gap between these two. The table needs to be. Not so much you or the ship, but the table itself needs to be. Yeah, like if these tables were above this, it wouldn't work. So last I was working on trying to... I'm not going to cover this yet. I haven't decided exactly how much is what it's going to look like, because it's going to be exposed. So I was working on getting this little thing covered. We are up to 7 thruster bases. So not even then I could only make Arcanium, Lucium, Trodium, Allium, Vocarium, Corasium. 23 rings. So obviously not enough rings. So we got the top of this. Right? Yeah. So the top of this is sort of plated. Now we need to come down the side. And there's supposed to be like a separate... let me turn on the reference image. So on the edge there, there's like a plate that sticks out, a little wing that sticks out there, so that will have to be taken care of on its own, but it's going to shield this mostly, so we might just do something fairly simple here. We need single parts. We need our big plates back. And we will just plate this side like this. It's pretty simple. We'll do it from the top, the same thing, and we'll do a symmetrical, and then we'll figure out a pattern in the middle so it's not quite the same. Oh, you went the wrong way. The trick is once I do all of these, is that I'm going to have to copy them. When I mirror them to the other side, it's going to be 100 trips back and forth. Or I'm going to have to use 2 accounts probably. 2 accounts to figure out how this is going to look. So, is that going to be the right size? Yeah. I usually try to break them up, but I don't think you're going to see this as much. So, we shall see. There's going to be a lot of coming back and changing things out as the ship becomes more and more complete. There'll be some places that are too plain or some places that are too intricate, and we'll have to fix it. For now, it's plated. And now this needs to be a tapered plating. This no one is ever going to see. It's likely going to be painted black because it's the underside. We shall see how this goes. Usually these cause problems because the angles are not the same. That was just poorly installed. But these angles, you can't get the same angles with the plates. So you end up trying to work them in. Close. So I actually don't dislike that, because then we can do this like this and kind of rib the bottom of this by alternating these. Yeah, that gives us more texture. But it's a lot of hands-on work trying to make it all the same. But let's see. Say that's not the same. That's the problem, are these wider than one of those? They are. So what if we do these 2 wide? I don't like using these plating modules because they're heavier, but I've been trying to mix them in. I don't like it as much. I like the plates more than the plating modules, but so we'll just have to be super careful. Alright, first of all, get away. That's not it. Oh, maybe if I turn on my light, I can see a little better. That looks like it. Yeah, that looks like it. Alright, so let's do the standoffs here. Let's see. 1, 2, third one. 1, 2, third one. 2, third one. We're out. Plating modules. see how this spits out. See, that doesn't work, which is kind of expected. That one, that one. We'll see where the center is. What do we got there? 1, 2, 3. 2, that'll be this one. We take this out. 2. So like that. Okay. Now we have to do at least a couple of these in order for you to have something to point the plate at, to stick it to. That's not where you go. Come on. I chose a lot of angles and corners, and it's coming back to haunt me. Kind of expectedly, but it is what it is, I guess. You live and you learn, I suppose. No, that's in a completely different spot. Damn. It should be right there, so it clips right at the bottom of that. Something? Yeah? Like that? It's really hard to tell sometimes. That's too far. I'll have to come back and check each one before I go too much further. I've done too many long stretches and then come back and realize that it was a couple of centimeters off, and I guess I'd take it all apart. So let's look at each of these. See, this one's not on. That's not the same. I'm sure you guys all run into the same problems in the SSC, but I much prefer these. For whatever reason, this sort of thing doesn't bother me a bit, but the SSC is a different monster. Yeah, I kind of like that broken up like that. Alright, let's try it again. Let's stretch it down this way, all the way across. Alright. Put these on the ends. I could probably use the little ones here to save us a little bit of weight. I don't think you'll ever see inside of these. It's going to be so much wasted interior space just because it's so big. Maybe at some point I'll come back and deal with it, but with it being 48 zones or whatever it is, that's going to be a never-ending project as it is. That's not right. That's it there. That's it there. Alright. Oh, 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 missed that one completely. Alright, how do we wrap this around the corner? It's probably going to be a layer of these to make the turn. Oh, this way. Hmm. Guess like that. Something like, woo, don't fall. That kind of rolls it around the corner. As much rolling as can be done in this game. Yep, I like that. I'm okay with that. Once it's all in, I think it'll be nice. We can put a little more detail in there, but that breaks that up nicely. So if we take one of these, stick it in just the right spot. Nope, that wasn't it. It's gotta be it there, yep. Alright. That looks right. And that looks okay. And that looks okay. Alright. We grab the next one, which I think these next ones are just flat, which means I can just use the larger one here. It's not quite the space for it, so let's see what we gotta do here. There's certainly not enough space there. They gotta be a little more creative than that, huh? So normally what you end up doing is using a smaller one and then doing something that has some overlap in it, or some sort of a decorative piece that can stack. Come on. Turn, churn. Like, add it up there though. Not gonna. Think that wants to be down there. Let's see, can we... Usually you can find a way to get it to stick somehow. Rotate this way maybe? If we stick one on the edge there. Oh. Let's see. So those overlap. Let's do a smaller one. Maybe we can stack them like this. That'll give us the surface we need, maybe? Because the width is fine. There. Is that it? I feel like that's got a little bit of... yeah, those weren't flat. Sometimes you have to use the like the reset for whatever reason. Really just doesn't want to put those there. What about just a flat one? Nope. Alright, let's try something else. Maybe something else will work there better. Anyways. Let's try something like this. Let's turn it around this way, probably. You just don't want to go there, huh? Like half a second it goes there. Oh, does that not fit here now? It's not, must not be against that side. I think we were close. But we're gonna have to be like pixel perfect. Yep. Alright. Stuff like that is a pain in the ass. Yeah, I'm okay with that. So we'll do each of these one at a time. This part takes forever. This is like you guys bolting crates in the SSC or figuring out how to get plates on the outside. It's infuriating and kind of satisfying and sort of addictive all at the same time, I'm assuming. Alright. Alright, that looks okay. Small steps. Small steps. I always say that it's more about small victories than you gotta win the war, not every battle. But every battle's a million small fights. Nope. Alright, now the next piece, which I think is just this thing. I can start from over here. Right there. Clip, clip, clip. That last decorative piece is going to be the one that really gets stuck in your teeth. Because it's not just snapping in place, you actually have to place everyone. Nope, that didn't work. Alright, it's the last set of these. Alright, and then once we get these in, oh look, it even held the angle, that's good. Sometimes it remembers how you had it angled, and sometimes it doesn't seem to. Oh, this isn't going to be so bad. It's sort of snapping. It's snapping vertically, but not horizontally. But one plane, nope, that's not where you go. One plane is better than no planes. Alright. Come on, snap. And there we go. Alright, let's see what we think. Not disappointed with that. And then there's another, you can see there's another bulge here. It's missing on the backside here, but it'll be and it actually goes forward slightly, so it's not flush on the front here. We're gonna do a different kind of front on it. But let's get back, see how it looks. Oh yeah, I don't dislike that. It's another set of textures to break up just huge amounts of plating space. And then we've tried to work a bunch of different textures into all sorts of different surfaces and break it up. And then I'm gonna have to go back and paint this damn thing. That's gonna be awful. Oh, this is a ridiculous project. Like when I thought it up, I knew it was gonna be ridiculous, but now that I'm into it, I think I underestimated the ridiculousness of it. But I'm also enjoying it at the same time. So, and I can see, like, we were only here for 20 minutes or something. You can make some pretty good progress. Now I have to go back and frame a lot of it still. This isn't actually framing, it's just like a wireframe of blocks, but I have been working on the framing too, so. Step 1 was to get it wireframed, step 2 is to get it plated, step 3 is to get it framed, and then make it fly. And then after that it'll be in the Vasa Shepet. Yep, that's what she is. She's the king's ship. I think it was a fitting name because it's an insane project that may or may not actually sail. It may sink in the Harper. Yep. That's why it seemed a very fitting name for this, is because it may be so big and detailed that it's not actually viable. And, you know, it might list over and take on water. So, I think the name is fitting. Now, I don't think there will be a museum, and I don't think it'll stay at the bottom of the harbor for 333 years. But I'm going to keep working on it, and it may come true. It might be a self-fulfilling prophecy, that name. So, all right, I'm going to call it at this point and say thank you to everybody for joining me. I will be on later this evening to jump on the PTU with Xenon and let him shoot at me for a while so he can get some practice for the tournament this weekend. So that'll be 10 p.m. Xenon's time. Nope, 10 p.m. my time, 9 p.m. Xenon's time. So if you're around and you want to chit-chat then, jump back on. That is 5 o'clock now, so 5 hours from now. Most of you will be in the middle of the night. So I will see you later, Xenon, 10 o'clock your time. The rest of you, thanks again. You guys take it easy, take care, have great evenings.